the Lexus IS200, a car that was released over 25 years ago in 1998. This car specifically was made in 2002. It's actually my IS200, and I'm going to do a review before I sell this to see how it's fared in those 23 years since it was made. To make sure that the IS200 is a practical car, well, Lexus did design it well, didn't they? It's a 5-seater. This one has a sunroof. It's also painted in this beautiful blue. It's a bit dirty, I can't be bothered washing it, but it is a nice colour underneath. These wheels are 17s all round, front and back. You may have not noticed, but the rear windows on this Lexus have been tinted to about limo tint spec. All 3 rear windows are just tinted like this. They aren't doing of mine, they're not doing of Lexus, that's the previous owner. At the front you have your bonnet, which has a 2-litre inline 6 underneath. You've got your headlights, which are made out of plastic and are fogged up quite badly, but you do have this, which is your headlight washer jet, which is quite a nice feature to have. And you've got front fogs too, which have been tinted yellow with some film, just because it looks cool. Around back, we have one of Lexus's most controversial features. These clear lenses for the rear, which they can look good, and here they look good on Lexus's, and for some reason they only work on Lexus's. And you just have this, which is your rear fog. Your rear fog does fog light things. While also you have a Jap can, because the previous owner has put a Jap can on here. It sounds quite good. In the boot, it's quite spacious, as you can see. And I'm speaking through a hole that is built in that you can open into the back seat area between the 2 back seats. So if you wanted to carry long pieces of wood, you can. But you don't have to, because the boot space is big enough to carry all of it already. So let's talk about the engine. It's an inline 6. It's 2 litres. That sounds quite decent, doesn't it? Not in this car. For some reason, this auto box has absorbed all of the power. And when I mean all of it, there is no power at all. So I'm going to go along here, along this road, and I'm going to wait for that car to go and foot to the floor. And there we go, that's set to 60. It's not the fastest. It definitely does have to kick down quite a bit. Is it okay? Yeah, it's livable. But the problem with this engine is all the power is at the top end. Like all of it. It's very peaky power, like the MX-5. It's not linear. So if you want to use the power, this car shifts up by itself before you get to the gear, which means it feels like it's never got enough power because you're just driving along and the auto box wants to shift up about 4,000 RPM. So the auto box is the biggest problem in this car. As you can see, it takes up a lot of the power that is generated by the engine and just converts it simply into, I don't know, in this it becomes noise because of the exhaust, but it doesn't really go as fast as you would think it would, which is the problem. There are 2 other choices of power you can have with the auto box. You've got snow, which if I press that, lights a gauge light on the gauge cluster, and seems to reduce how much power you're able to put down comparatively, because it's just sort of trying to aid for grip. Ooh, an MX-5. He's probably having fun in this weather. But yeah, if I turn the snow off, you can actually turn what's called extra power on, which is another button here on the middle. So press that and then floor it. seems to hold itself into the lower gears. But the engine makes such a nice noise from its inline sixness. Which makes sense because it has the exhaust, which actually really helps the sound. It is a good noise, and I like that. And it's from a 2 litre too, so it's a really weird format of an engine. It's so small you could really put an inline 4 in there. But the problem is, you can feel it wants to go. But the auto box is just like, nah, not today guys, I'd rather rest. The auto gearbox and the engine is quite fuel thirsty. Recorded on the official specs, it says it's meant to do 29 mpg combined. It doesn't though. It's really thirsty. I filled this up just over a quarter tank before I came out here to film. It's already gone below the meter, and I've only done less than 30 miles. Also, the other flaw of this auto box, at lower RPMs, it acts like an on-off switch. So, what else is there to talk about this car? The interior. Well, the interior is actually really nice. You've got the plastic on the dash and everything. The problem is it's coming off because it's gone sticky over the years, and it's just degraded. It's coming back into oil. And the previous owners actually scraped the panel just below the camera. It just doesn't look good after a few years. The dials in the centre for the HVAC controls, they're nice. They're still clicky. They're none of them broken. The AC still works. That's really nice. Well, obviously, I'm not going to talk about the radio. The radio isn't in this car. But it's meant to be quite good. But I'm not going to have any views on that. Other than that, you have heated seats, which I haven't actually had in a car before. In terms of drivability, it drives really nicely. It steers nicely. It is easy to see. You've got large windows. And also, you know where the front and the back are because everything's set up and you can see it. The seat is high enough that you can see the front. And also the mirrors are shaped in the right way that you can tell where the back is, even though you can't see it. So you don't have a problem reversing into things. Other than that, you actually have quite nice other features in here. The feature with an automatic for this car is having cruise control, which works on that little dingle stick. And you just press the button, and then you just lock the speed. Well, also, you have these really comfortable seats I'm sitting in. They're really nice for long journeys. They are not uncomfortable at all. But the only flaw with having this seat in the driver's one is it doesn't go low enough for me, which is really weird because I thought you can drop the seat down a bit more, but you can't. So this is actually the lowest I can sit. With this car as well, it's got a sunroof, which you can control by those buttons above, and you can have it in tilt, or you can just hold the whole thing slide out. Really good on a day like this, but I can't do that because of the noise for filming. But the interior seems to be really comfortable and has aged otherwise, except for that plastic, quite well. The steering wheel hasn't got any wear marks, the buttons haven't been worn down, and nothing else seems to have any signs of actual wear and tear, which is really good for this type of car. It has 120,000 miles on it at the moment. Also, you've got rear passenger room, you've got the 3 seats at the back behind me. There's plenty of space if you haven't got the longest legs, because legroom is a bit of an issue because the car's quite short. The gauge cluster is a bit weird because it looks like a watch, which I don't know why they made it like that. Your MPG, because in this one it seems more like a Mickey Mouse gauge. It just doesn't tell you anything. It flip-flops up and down constantly like a pendulum. You have also got electric mirrors and electric windows. I'll be concerned if it didn't have electric windows in a car like this. But electric mirrors, that's quite a nice have feature. And you can also press a button and both sides fold in. In the center console here, you have a cup holder as well. 2 cup holders really, but they're quite small. They don't fit the only thing I can fit is a can of Coke really. Other stuff under this center console, armrest, which is a nice place and quite high. You've got a little cubby for other things. I'm not sure what to put in there because, well, the problem is it isn't covered. You can see straight in even if the arm is down. The other thing is that people buy an IS200 nowadays to drift, but this is an auto, so it's not going to be drifted. So I do like this car a lot, but it seems like I haven't bonded with it. I would have to say, if it was a manual, I feel like it would be very different. Not even because manuals are better, but it's because the gearbox is just not there for me. It just doesn't say it's wanting to be the right car. And this is probably your first and only time seeing this IS200 on the channel. If you want to see more videos just like this, like and subscribe. Also, if you want, put a comment, because then I know if you like the stuff or not, and I can do other weird car reviews. A friend keeps begging me to do one of his 8.6, so maybe you want to see an 8.6 sometime on the channel. Do let me know, and probably see you in the next video. And I don't know where I am now. I am now lost.